Don't mind me, I'm just working. This is actually good to watch Keith actually work. Everybody that's anybody in the world of auto sport, motorsports, has been here. I'll get it.
Your car takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Ron. Thank you, Andy.
Where's the driver's logbook?
We don't have one yet because he's a new driver. He's a rookie.
Well, why are you not in the rookie line then?
Because the car's not a rookie. It's just he's a rookie.
Well, which one do you think is more important, the car or the driver being a rookie? No, you don't get to look. You don't get to look at anybody else. This is all about you. Okay, let's see driver suit. What are you using for arm restraints? You got booties.
Yep.
Gloves.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. You have.
And I drive off there, like keep the car running, and I can pull off there.
You usually do it when you still have enough speed.
Gotcha. So you just roll off. Okay.
Yeah. These little swoops are actually cleared paths that you can come off of the course at.
Now we get the salt storm in the salt flats. So. Huh.
All of the pre-entry forms went flying.
Wow. That's a mess. Someone got hurt back here, I guess. 27 years of racing in Bonneville, I've seen really bad storms, but I've never seen that kind of a wind and dirt and sand and salt.
I wasn't expecting that was going to happen. I don't think anybody was. But yeah, I'm covered in. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm covered in salt.
Hey, good to see ya.
Is that from falling? Hi, you missed all the excitement.
You missed it.
All this shit flew in.
Welcome to Bonneville.
Me.
Let's get a white, get a note. Just put it right here.
So we're going to run you through a scenario. You got to keep in mind that you're standing still here. But I know you got a lot of drag racing experience, so I know that you've maybe been through something before. But when you're out on the salt, you're doing 200 miles an hour. You've got to remember to keep control of the situation and don't panic.
I know, kicking and
I know you know that already.
Tickled we're doing
this right now.
Sure.
Yeah, this is nice.
Perfect time.
That's the way to do it.
I'd say you did all right.
Don't use the window next time.
The car was still going 20 though.
You never said you came to a stop.
I said stop.
That's all right. You did all right.
You said 5. That was graceful. That was like the end of a run, not on fire.
Flies like a little gazelle.
Did you see how he just stepped out? Like there's no broken windows, there's no, he's not on the ground.
Keith told me not to break the car.
Very nice.
Well, is it Miller time?
Yep. We did bailout. Good job. That's the only hard part there was. So. Everything else is easy. We did get right back where we were because we were the next to go into tech for the car when the sandstorm came through or salt storm came through and blew everything away. So back to the pits, got everything hunkered down, put canopies back together. I mean, it was definitely radical around here yesterday with everything getting destroyed. Completely different vibe today. Like there's no wind, it's super calm, the sun's out. Get the car teched in, and then we don't get to race till tomorrow. Saturday is the first day, and it sounds like, which we'll get all that sorted out today, but it sounds like I have to make a 125 to 150 mile an hour run. And there's not a lot of cars here right now, but I guess it really fills up tonight and tomorrow morning to where there'll be a ton of cars here all Saturday and Sunday. So we'll be lucky to get a couple runs a day on Saturday and Sunday. But as you get into next week, you can get multiple runs every day pretty easily. But I got to get, I think, a 125 to 150 run, a 150 to 175, 175 to 200. And I don't know if I have to do a 200 to 225 before we go for the record. Maybe we get to go for the record right on that. But so a lot of runs, and it's good because it puts through the paces with the engine, with the car, like getting used to all of this stuff. I mean, it's crazy that the first time I ever come here is then I get to race as well, which is awesome. It just, it's a little more to take in.
Do I trust him? No.
Remember.
Actually, the first thing I check is to make sure you get the nozzle on the side. You've seen that. Dennis says he's seen the nozzle on both sides. Okay, then I'm going to check for dual springs.
Right here.
You got that on the other side. He's already seen that.
Super duper, and it's going to be way worse here.
And this carburetor's at 850 and 950.
You know, if we start the car, someone's got to be in it.
We had worked with AFR and Race Tech to spec the parts, and they came through with some really nice parts. And then Iski Cams came up with some of the finest valve train components. Nolan designed a custom cam for each motor. They've got some PSI valve springs on there. We topped it off with Crowler rockers, and it's got a scat rotating in it. And all machine work was done in Winnipeg at Ken's Custom Auto Machine. The lifter bores were oversized at Brazier Machine in Winnipeg as well. And old legend Ken Murray assembled it all. I was supposed to assemble it. Cecil and I were actually supposed to assemble it. But in the final hours, I think, there's a lot of things that happen at the last moment that a machine shop can address better than just an assembler or, the final blueprinting. And
What he said is Ken didn't trust him. That's he's
Quite-
trying to
quite
come around
honestly,
a long version of it.
It may be that, and that's fine, because you know what? I'm not going to argue with a legend like he's in the Canadian Motorsports Hall of Fame, and there's a reason for that. He's always done a lot with a little. He's not one of these guys that goes out and blows up their stuff and figures out how to make it better. He does a lot with a little, and so the machine work in these motors is some of the finest that a person can do, and it's done with old school equipment, with old school skill. So.
It's got an advancing in it or something.
Should be locked.
Well, the distributor will climb up on the gear too and put a few degrees in it.
How much does it move? Like 2 degrees? Set it with a little bit of RPM under load, and that's where it's going to be.
Yeah, what was it at under load?
What?
What was it at under load once?
It's hard to tell. Like, it's oddly enough, you can read it way better when it's at idle than when you start bringing it up. But usually it's the opposite, I found. But like, it's jumping around a lot when you bring it up.
It might be picking up a secondary pulse from the next wire.
The nerve-wracking part is just that all we got to do is start and run the car. We can't test drive the car. We can't do anything. Our first test of making sure that it runs and drives correctly is tomorrow when I get pushed off from the pickup truck, and that, hey, it's going to take off and everything's going to be fine. There's no, we couldn't take it for a ride because of the clutch setup. It's either engaged or disengaged. That's also the reason to just say again for the push start is because it's locked up. So it has to get up to speed to where then I can accelerate off of the truck. So it's not like some fancy thing or anything like that. It's literally because of the clutch setup, you got to get pushed off. And then once I get pushed off and start accelerating, hey, we'll see what happens from there. But so that part will be nerve-wracking, and that's where I'm kind of glad, like with the license passes, because it really shows control. It shows that you know where the car's at, that you can do between 125 and 150. Then it shows that you can do 150 to 175. Then it shows you can hold it between 175 and 200. And when I say that, that means for a full mile, I held it at that speed. So like literally you come into the mile and you want to be at above 125, and then I need to stay above 125 but below 150 for a full mile before I either decelerate in that case, because I can't go faster than that. So just that part will be weird, watching that and feeling that. So excited and nervous and everything for tomorrow to see how that works out. Hopefully we get a couple of the license runs done tomorrow, that maybe I'm going in 175 200 on Sunday. So we'll see. All right, the rookie meeting is getting ready to start. We're on course 3. Currently, it looks pretty promising because there's not a ton of cars over here, so hopefully it'll be pretty easy for us to get a couple passes in the day. Who knows? Maybe we get a chance for 3 if we're lucky.
Are those race boots or?
I think those are fine. He's got the shoulders tight enough.
It's that tight.
5, 4, 6, 2. All right, buddy. You're now a Bonneville Salt Flats racer.
What's that?
You're now a Bonneville Salt Flats racer.
Lap number 1 done. Felt good. I mean, definitely, I could feel like the loss of traction was. It spun it a little bit to accelerate slowly. Then I got worried because I could kind of see the 1 mile thing, and I'm like, all right, I got to make sure I'm up to trap speed by the time I hit that. No problem. I think I was 130 something when I hit the 2 mile mark, or the 1 mile mark, and then it started to like. Then I kicked it in overdrive after that. And then when it started to find its sweet spot, it really wanted to go faster, so I kept having to back off because it really wanted to go faster than 150.
I'm gonna put him in the car to drive back.
Cool.
All right, so basically we just got done with our first run, 145 mile an hour, pretty good. Supposed to be between 125 and 150. This next licensing pass is 150 to 175. The SCTA has done an amazing job of giving us 3 courses, so we're going to get the opportunity to maybe even get all of its licensing done today, and possibly even qualify for a record today. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if that'll happen, but worst case scenario, we're doing it tomorrow, which is amazing. So we're good. It's a lot of hurry up and wait, but the lines are really, really short because this is a course designed just for licensing. So it's pretty cool.
All right, we're getting ready for pass number 2. So this time I have to run between 150 and 175, not go over 175. Aiden broke the mount that we spent good money on. We used that for the speedometer. It worked good the last time. Exactly what it was reading is what we ended up with.
Again, if things are junk, just throw it away. We'll come back and do it again.
Out there running on course 2, had a mile 2 time of 83.996 with a 76 mile an hour 2 1/4. So he missed it by about 8 miles an hour.
Mile 2 speed is 161.610.
Perfect.
2 1/4, 166.660.
Perfect. Done. Next. All right. Getting sporty?
No, I think that I was like short shifting first and second into third, and I had a hard time getting third to pull. So I mean, when I went into the 1 mile, I was full throttle, but the engine wasn't in its power band, so it wasn't putting it up to where I needed to be. So I mean, I probably hit in the mile 2 or mile 1 at 145 or so, and then
I mean, I came out 172 or 173 or whatever.
Okay, good.
I mean, I got it up there and held it up there to hopefully correct the average. But
so basically, short shifting. What you'll learn about short shifting is you come back into the next gear. If you short shift, you have to go through peak torque again. Right. Every time you go through peak torque, life sucks because it'll kick the tires out from underneath it. So just go ahead and take it to 65 every time you shift, and especially your 2-3 shift. 65 is important.
Yep.
And 3-4, 65 is important.
Yeah,
well, but
so
again, we're not really at that point where we can slam down and go 6,500. So.
Right.
All right.
Well,
cool.
and that's the thing. Like, I mean,
let's get his gear, put it away, and get him back in line.
all right, this run I'm gonna have to push it a little harder to make sure that I'm closer to that 175 mark as I enter mile number 1. So I have to not be lackadaisy like I was last time and make sure we're there, because we can only qualify between mile 1 and 2. And I gotta be average between 175 and 200. Even getting 3 runs today, even if this one doesn't work, was more than we expected we would be able to get. We were hoping for 2. So.
And we'd seriously, going on our 3rd run today, we have all the time in the world. We are truly not having a problem. So this pass just really isn't that important. We'd like for it to be, but it's okay. All right, buddy.
is 226.
Speed is 176.589.
Mile number 2, we had a 176.589. At the 2 1/4 was a 182.414.
What was it?
Turning out after that.
182. That'll work.
There you go. 176, barely. It was definitely like, now I start to see, because I was definitely trying to get up to speed at 1 mile. I mean, granted, that seems crazy, but every time you get into power, then it was just spinning. So I'd have to back off a little bit to try and get through that spin and then nurse it up there. So, I mean, I only entered, I don't know what I entered at to the 1 mile mark, but definitely I was like, I was in the 150s, and I knew I had to make it up going through it. So, I mean, I just kept accelerating all the way through it. I definitely felt more movement that time with it moving around and stuff, but I think my exit speed, looking at the thing was like 188, 190. I'll have to look at my phone to see what I peaked at. But yeah, I can see where you need that other mile, because it's like, okay, well, now you're coming out of that. I was only coming out of that 180, 190, and to hit a 225 record, to say that, to go from 2 to 3, like that was at 2. So I really need to be up in the 200s by the time I hit that 2 mile mark to do it from 2 to 3. You also got 3 to 4 and 4 to 5. So it's like you definitely have 3 more miles worth of stuff to go after it. So, but hey, can't be happier that we're able to get 3 runs in today, 3 qualifying passes, and now, hey, tomorrow we get to start talking about the record, see what we can do.